phone lines are open. 1-888-825-5254. Once again, is the way to join us. And of course, when you're calling in, there's Andrew Babinski in the Kim Komando Show Man Cave, screening all of our calls.
Hello, Kim.
Hello there, Andrew.
Matthew is going to be first up, and Matthew's in Kansas, and he just moved into a new apartment complex. And some things have been happening since he's moved in. These things have led him to believe that there is either a listening or viewing device in his apartment.
Well, you know what? I'm actually glad that he called, because a lot of people are worried about that.
So he wants to know, how can he detect if there's something there so he can find it and shut it down? Now, I mean, I was a skeptic to begin the phone call, I'm gonna be honest with you. And then he just went through a laundry list of things that have been happening. And he's only been there a couple of months.
So are there a lot of coincidences?
Tis.
Hello there, Matthew. Thank you for your call today.
Well, thank you for taking the call, Kim. Long-time listener. I love the show.
Well, so tell me what's been going on, bud.
Well, I moved into an upgrade. I upgraded to a better apartment complex, pool and the putt green, and I got the executive suite. I moved in. I was sick for a few weeks, so on my off days, I was sleeping, of course. Mm-hmm. So one night before I go to work, I'm sick, but I wake up, and I get out off of I have like an air mattress. I have absolutely no furniture in there, so no teddy bears in my room. But I get off that air mattress, and what do I hear through the wall? I hear my next-door neighbor say, "He's up now." Now, I didn't think anything of that. I'm in my bedroom. It's 1:30 in the morning. It's an air mattress, so it's rubber, so you make a little bit of noise. But as I thought of that, I said, that's kind of strange. I don't hear the TV or radio or anything like that. But they somehow can hear me get off out of bed. The next day when I go to work, same time I'm getting up around 1:30, I hear them say, "He's up again." Now, somebody enters the conversation on the other side, boyfriend or husband, and says, "Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go downstairs. I want you to follow him. There's a garage downstairs where I get on my motorcycle and I go to work. Watch him for a couple minutes and come back up here. We're going to break in." I heard that. So my immediate is I get off my mattress as quiet as possible.
Oh, sure.
First thing I do is start thinking, what do I need to do to protect myself? So I take my personal paperwork. I put it in a backpack and I take it with me to work so that my identity is not being stolen. And then after I leave there, I circle around, I leave the lights on, lift the shades so that I can see if there's anyone in the apartment or goes in there. I wait a couple minutes. I don't see anything. I said, well, they're not going to do it. I left. I had to go to work. I had to be there at a certain time. I called the police. I let them know, non-emergency, this is what's going on.
So you have all these kind of, I want to say, weird things going on, right? Has anybody actually broken into your apartment, do you think?
I don't know, but we have that Slage. It's a fob key, essentially. There is no key, so there is no bumper key that somebody could get in with. It's just a fob that marks down the time at the server so that the management can actually look that up and find out whether or not there was somebody who entered after I left. So we don't know yet, but we're looking into it.
All right. So you want to figure out if there are some cameras going on?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing more important than peace of mind at home and our privacy.
Well, and yeah, of course. And, you know, with walls that thin, you might just want to move anyway, right? I mean,
I'm thinking of that too. It costs to break lease.
Yeah.
And so unless they let me out of it, I'm looking at probably $4,500.
Oh, well then, yeah, that becomes cost prohibitive at that point. All right, so here's the deal. This camera comes in all shapes and sizes, right?
Right.
A simple way to spot most types of cameras to look for a type of lens reflection. And so you turn off all the lights and you scan the room with a flashlight or a laser pointer and you look for any bright reflections. And, you know, and sometimes they're hard to see. You want to look inside the vents. And of course, like you said, you don't have any stuffed animals, picture frames, and alarm clocks, because sometimes spy cameras are in there. Now, when you start looking with the flashlight, it works even better And I'm not making this up. I'm not pulling your leg. It works even better if you can get something like an empty roll of toilet paper, because that narrows your eye's focus. And you want to scan the room like zigzag, and so you don't miss any spot. Now, if you really think that something's going on, there's a company called Brick House Security, and they make mini hidden camera detector. It's about $100, and it uses flashing red LEDs. And they make other gadgets. You can also get an RF detector. That'll pick up wireless cameras within 10 feet, and they're about $30. And the other thing you also might want to take a look at is to actually look at the wireless networks and see if something may be going on. And there's a free program called Wireless Network Watcher that shows what gadgets are connected. Do you think that maybe something else may be going on, or is this kind of helping you narrow your focus down, no pun intended?
Well, the end of that story was that I moved my mattress out in the hallway, and I didn't sleep in the bedroom. I heard a loud noise. I walked in there. After I did, I was woke up at 11:30. I don't normally get up till 1:30. I put my ear up against the wall, and once again, I hear something. And this is what I heard. Oh, no, he didn't put his ear up against the wall. That is the truth. So at that point, there was no question of whether or not there was something in my apartment that they were visually able to see me doing that, because I was quiet as a mouse going up there.
And can you record that? Can you record them saying that?
I've tried some different things with my iPhone, downloading hidden spy detection apps, and I've gone through the laser and the light. I'm trying to secure the area in the outlets by putting child protectors in there so that they can't see through those if those are the areas that they have the cameras. So I'm doing some things to try to counter surveillance is very cheap way.
You know what, Matthew? What I would do at this point, I would just go down to the building manager, the landlord, whoever it was, and if you can record audio of your neighbors actually saying this.
And that's the problem, is that I'm waking up and then they say it. And of course, I'm not sleeping with my iPhone. So unless I have something constantly recording, that would pick that up.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to need some type of proof in order to break that lease. And you're going to have something recording, somehow in here. So that this way you can go to them and say, okay, this is what's happening. I'm not crazy. I'm not a lunatic. I'm not making stuff up. I don't see people and I don't have imaginary friends. Okay. So what I need is to be able to get in there and to actually, you need to get in there and actually record all this so that this way you can take it to the landlord and you can actually prove to this person that this may in fact be going on.